Hello, Northstar here with another Mount and Blade Warband Let's Play. Took a quick break, got a little bit of some lemonade in me. I'll tolerate a bit, but my IBS-like symptoms from long COVID, it doesn't cause too many issues. It's more the headaches and the fatigue. Difficulty organizing my thoughts are more problematic for the streaming, but anyways, I'm about to liberate Dirig Aban. Poverty is unbearable at the village. Only a handful of people are strong enough to work in the fields, many of which are becoming overrun with weeds. Anyways, you remember that this village and the surrounding lands belong to Khergit Noyan, and the village is infested with 30 bands. Population is indifferent to you. 30. If I didn't have a lot of villagers probably helping, this could be a challenge, I suppose. The way those guys are drawn is but ugly and almost looks like the War of the Rings orcs, which is very freaking racist. Of course, it's not as bad this game. And there's little bits like that that are problematic, but it's not as bad as, say, also doing Rebel Ink Let's Play, and there's things like there's an advisor, Tribal Elder. It's not tribes in Afghanistan, Iraq, which is what the game is representing. It's villages, village elder, but village makes it sound more civilized, just like the U.S. calls all its rivals regimes instead of governments. These are words that are meant to propagandize and fearmonger and legitimize imperialism, so problematic. But painting these guys this way, I don't know if it's Khergits or bandits that get shown this way, but it's still kind of dehumanizing the way this guy's drawn in particular. Anyways, those aren't human facial proportions. They're off. Really? Didn't hit anyone there? Oop, didn't mean to. Getting close to this many enemies is dangerous. Trying to keep my distance. This is just going to be a mindless melee. Oh, that was a quick fight. I lost one Rodok Spearman and one Serenade Footman. And gain honor by refusing a reward. Should be able to gain a couple Khergit tribesmen. Should give me skirmishers. Oh, they don't have money for any of this stuff. By the way, heavy courser I'm riding. I was just knowing before when I did that, accidentally got in that battle because I didn't realize. The hell? I think it was a dog bark. When probably filtered out by noise filter cancellation here. I did not realize that there was another large bandit group attacking some villagers, and I got swarmed by bandits that I would not have. The game also has things like the ones that are fighting the villagers are max able to teleport over and join and attacking me at the same time they're attacking the villagers, which is annoying. I said I was not going to deal with that load from before. I try not to do that, but that was just pissing me off and something that my long COVID didn't notice. Like I could not just visually process the information. So, but anyways, I noticed I lost a courser. Even though the horse didn't get maimed, somehow it got converted from heavy courser to courser, which meant even if I'd killed the bandits who had just been captured by. I would have only gotten a courser back instead of a heavy for some reason. My good sir, our village has been going through such hardships lately. The harvest has been bad, and recently some merciless bandits took away our seed grain. He wants seed grain. How much grain? 4 packs. That's easy. I already have it. And it's a fairly cheap way to improve relations with the village. Good Lord, you saved us from hunger and desperation. We cannot thank you enough. Always be in our prayers. The village of Khergit will not forget what you have done for us. Watchman, level 9. Sort of decent skills. Costs 5 dinars. 5, really? Campfires, probably. Could have 2 of them for the same. I mean, generally the female soldier line is more cost effective in upkeep, but less powerful per person. Because you don't put them as heavy armor, usually. Light armor, but yeah, they're not infantry, they're archers. I don't know why it has them as infantry. The Khergits are also more archer than infantry. Got some manhunters and some Khergit skirmishers. $60 for proficiencies versus the manhunters are at level 10. So skirmishers. Skirmishers are just better fighters, so I'd rather get the manhunters chewed up. In battle. Upgrading those because I'm trying to maximize the rate I can add to train spearmen before battles because I really want to be able to get the veteran spearmen. Not upgrading him yet. Because that would reduce the rate of that XP gain and also I'd have to deal with the upkeep. Extra upkeep, but yeah, I'm keeping lots of trained spearmen. Hoping to get to the point where I can have 6 available upgrade and then find that guy and upgrade him right before handing him off. Count trim bow. Like trimmed tree? Bow tree? Maybe? I don't know. Weird name for someone who's in what's kind of a metaphor for Italian cultural area, Rhodox, but doesn't make much sense, really. Well, I suppose the Holy Roman Empire did hold lands in northern Italy in the medieval era, and they were Germanic. So they might have been some German lords. Is there anyone in this castle? Ah. Nimraz. She's the mother of Hugo Noyan. Is Northstar at your service? I have to say, even I don't think they represent age, but they generally made the Khergit woman dress very attractively, which concerns me a little bit because Orientalism. to make the men ugly but the women attractive, which is a kind of racist thing. Also, who's this guy? I am Lithwin Farseeker, son of Hakrim the Old, who should be the king of Nords of Calradia. Thought King Ragnar ruled the Nords. I'm called Farseeker because I have traveled great distances even by the standards of the Nords in search of knowledge. Before I came of age, my father sent me abroad on a tour of study at the courts and universities in the lands overseas. Excuse me. If the Nords are call themselves the heirs of the Calradian Empire, then they must act the part and know something of law and letters, and not call themselves content merely to fight, plunder, and drink. My father died, however, before I completed my course of study. As I hurried home to claim his throne, my ship was wrecked by a storm. One of my father's thanes, Ragnar, seized this opportunity and spread rumors that I died abroad. He summoned a gathering of his supporters to have himself proclaimed king, and has taken the past few years to consolidate his power. Not sure it was spreading rumors. I think he assumed he was dead. So I remained in exile, except now I'm not looking for sages to teach me the wisdom of far lands, but warriors to come with me back to the land of the Nords and regain my throne. If Ragnar doubts my ability to rule, then let him say so face to face as we stare at each other over the rims of our shields. For a warrior can be a scholar, and a scholar a warrior. And to my mind, only one who combines the two is fit to be king. I could be taking up any claimant's causes just a second. I do wish to know the location of this guy. Tirdanoi. Close to Unasdok Castle now. Since he told him a letter. Maybe she also knows where Count Trimbow is, even though he's of a different faction. I know, only knows people in the faction. At least it's less overpowered then. Hmm. Don't know when the stuff refreshed is, so... And now there's nothing to buy here. Go to Zagoosh, since it's right on the way. To, Nara. And tasks. Much for cattle, 108 cattle. They have 108 cattle, each for 153 dinars. It's expensive pottery. Buy salt an appreciable price, but they don't have the money for it. I should say the base value they would offer is appreciable. Nara seems unremarkable. Somewhat cheap grain here in the Khergit lands, and seems to be slightly on the cheaper end for wool cloth. Maybe. I'll buy one. Not entirely sure about that. Here's Marnid. He ended up all the way out here. I guess he can stick with me until it's time to part ways again. And here's Munduk. Green's their brother. Here's the doom and downfall of all highborn lords and ways. Why do you say that, sir? It's a long story, but if you get yourself a drink, I'll be glad to tell it. A sergeant I was in the garrison here at Nara. 20 years I stood guard for the city, taking many a hard knock and many a tough fight, until they appointed a snot-nosed, downy-limbed princeling, barely out of his mother's cradle, as commander of the garrison. He came upon me standing watch atop the tower, with my crossbow unstrung, on account of the rain, you see. Can't have the cord loosened. It's true, the cords for bows and crossbows does not do well, especially crossbow. So they actually used a higher tension material. You would not want it strung because the material would be damaged. But the little Prince Snotnose tells me an unstrung bow is dereliction of duty. Says he'll have me horsewhipped. And something me snapped, so walked off my post. Now I'm here getting drunk, and the devil take me tomorrow. If you're looking for work, I can use experienced fighters. Alright now, well that's a safe better than swing from a gibbet for desertion. You won't regret taking me on, brother. I'm a deadeye with a crossbow, a beautiful weapon. Can right punch through a nobleman's armor and spill his blue blood upon the ground. I've trained more raw recruits than you've had hot dinners, begging your pardon. I don't toady to the highborn. I'm not highborn. I'm character is the kid of a warrior. Unfortunately, I can't take any more hands in my party right now. Well, I could. Just have to let someone go. I am not sure. If he's worth having. So, right now, you always have to equip companions, and they're actually worse than standard troops until they level up someone. You give them some equipment a lot of times. Actually, I'll sell some salt here. That's a good sword. Oh, but it's two-handed. There's balanced nomad saber. Damaging, but bastard sword actually has greater damage and range. And blocking arrows. Not as many. These are rare and hard to find. Do some extra damage. A thick Akiton. Or Bernie. Ooh, 396. Give this to a companion. Get rid of this nomad armor. I'm not sure to be an upgrade for anyone anymore. Not quite an upgrade for me. Or keep saving up for better. Yeah, and I do want to pay back that. Ooh, this Kratvager War Mask. It's for a good price. Yeah. Yeah. Salt, a little more salt. Um, Rocks are peace. That should be hard to. Yeah, I should just. I'm not gonna. Oh, they'll pay well for wool cloth here. Although, can't sell enough stuff to make it worth my while. Oh well. Oh, grain and flax. It's doing that nonsense where it doesn't actually visit the city again. It's irritating as heck. Flax goes for a high price here. I think this is all more I bought the linen for. Or not much less. Cheap pottery. Hmm. A Borg is Northstar at your service. Northstar, I do not believe I've heard of you before. Tirida Noyan is close to Halmar. That's where I am here, right? Ah, ransom broker. And my companions are in prison anymore, so yeah, that must have been released and the war was over. The heck? But neither Elaine nor Jeremis show up here either. Oh, I bet it's because my party size is full. I should at least check if Ymira is moved. Kudan. Yeah, she's moved on. Into Vagrlands. That's... Oh, here's the guy I need to deliver the letter to. Of course, he's... wandering off. Idiot, stop freaking running from me. Not hostile or anything. Huntress is more skilled than the Watchman. Probably just as well armored. I swear the AI tries to make it as hard as possible to complete the quests. Involve them. Right now, the idiot's going back to Ikamer. He can't for 1 second stay still long enough. Gah! That's a frustrating darn thing. Cheap grain. And they'll pay reasonably well for the salt. Which, you know, people need salt to live. They literally die without it. So, cool. There's no local sources, it makes sense. Now I'm technically war with the Nords. Another war. 40 for bread. Probably find somewhere that make a profit off that. Up to 42. Yep, sell these guys some bread. It's a very high price for pottery. Pottery for sausage, I guess. Probably won't build sausage for as much in Nara. So I sold sausage and bread. You know what? Buy this battered bassinet. Equip down myself with it and no. Keep putting off paying back that taxes. Alright, I don't think I've visited Tashikon at all recently. Virtually poor. Oh, they have 31 dinars. Think I can sell them? No. And here's this idiot going. Still, anything, any excuse to be impossible to reach. God. High price of pottery. Nice. And salt. Book merchant. Gosh, these are expensive. Still haven't respawned. And I'm gonna get attacked by step bandits. Not before I get hit by these idiots. A chicken. Sell bread. That's a lot of step bands. Darn it. Probably get captured yet again. And the annoying battle music. It's exciting! No, it's not. It's just annoying. Upgrade everyone I can. It's probably going to be a stack wipe. So I might as well go all in. These guys might... Companions might survive better if they come out a little later. These guys, not only do they not like the name implies, to say the least, but rather expensive for their stats. Trained spearmen. This guy's probably a little cavalry. No, actually, cavalry really shouldn't engage at the very beginning. Let's soften them up so they have room to maneuver. I'd rather not have die if possible, because the female soldier line is very cost effective. Camp defender would be awesome. Cool. Getting that wounded. Try and fall back towards this castle. If I survive this, I can heal there. Ah, the other bandits fell back. Now I outnumber them 2-1. Of course, the other ones will come after me. Once if it's just infantry and archers. I want to hold this hill. At least they got somewhat higher ground. My spearmen are swarming them. Seems I unhorsed almost all of them. Stupid itch, or maybe a bug bite. Sorry. Stupid trees. Alright, I lost one Rodok tribesman and one Khergit tribesman. Serenade footman. A Rodok spearman. And the watchman. But not the camp follower. And I captured 2 of the step ants. A couple peasant women I can hire. And a farmer. They're freed from captivity, basically. And some Doreeds. Oh, nice. More powerful javelins, but I do have to upgrade power throw to use them. A nomad bow. It's like improved short bow. It's a recurve bow, but where's power drop to? I get step armor, nomad saber. This is definitely a improvement over the chip nomad saber. Leather vest. Oh, lame saddle horse though. Just might a couple of them might eventually become staring saddle horses. Thick step cap. Add those to my Baggage train. Khergit and step armor, nomad armor are basically the same thing. Huh. Don't know why. Cool. Well, I was able to substantially expand the number of pack animals I got. Step horse might be decent when it heals. Some sow horses I can give my companions so they're fast enough. All cool. Some soldiers are ready to upgrade. Ah, Khergit. So no all on horses. Yay. More enough. Veteran spearmen. Trained and veteran if I can just reach so I have to face them all at once. I might as well use companions as they never get killed unlike these guys who can. Ah, my mercenary retainer is up to 50. Interesting. It's a lot of weekly wages though. It's time to return to Ecomir. For enough step bandits all gather in one place to attack me. All over. Like flies on. You guys get the idea. Oops. Stuff bombs with a armor merchant. Hmm. And level up. Grab another level power throw. Starting to increase strength for Iron Flesh levels. Power throw would actually let me use the Druids. Wasn't worth buying them for the minor improvement. They don't always hit, but they hit much harder when they do. So. I think I should sell Nomad Sabers. I doubt they're an upgrade for my remaining party members. Got too much stuff from Holland too. Not careful, these step bands could gang up on me and cause me problems. 42 and 43 red here. I should check the tavern. Oh, I was already here. It's from the last time I've delivered a message to a Khergit. They move too fast and they don't stay in one place long enough to deliver messages easily. Farmer here wants me to liberate another village. Dustero. Fun. That will probably cause me to lose a few more party members. Not a terrible thing. No. 30 forest bandits. Forest bandits, right? Yeah, they're drawn differently. They still look okay. I guess that's just how they draw bandits. It's like evil and almost inhuman. Makes them easier to kill. Horse does add to momentum when tossing. Urgh. Oop, missed that guy. I lost 4 Rodox spearmen, and Quite he was wounded. Huh, can sell him some bread. At a bad price considering what was he in. There's still 1 Rodox tribesman left there. Hmm. Tribesman. Cool. Can't ever catch up with any of them. This guy's chasing looters, so he's moving semi-predictable direction. Shoot. Yes, Northstar at your service. Told that you pledged to one of the pretenders who spits my claim. What? I didn't pledge. What are you talking about? I met the pretender. He wants help with a murder. He getting this because if you refuse, they'll be upset with you. But if you accept, you'll end up upsetting the town. Ah, boy. Guys, all the way down here near Uwen Castle. Oh, it's the direction of. Where's Peshmi? Oh, near Homer. Guess go down that way. Anyways, then. Ah, cheap flax. Don't mind if I buy that. I think I can sell them. I'm not going to recruit that last tier because this is where Bunduk and Marnid were hanging out. Let's see how much Bunduk costs to hire. So what have you been doing since the last encounter? I don't know if I told you or not, but is there a menu after struck a young noble? Who had ordered me to horse at that cost. Since then I've been laying low. Thankfully I had the wit to pilfer my captain's purse before heading out, but the money is running low. Maybe I'll use me in company. I don't regret taking me on, brother. I'm a dead-eye with a crossbow, beautiful weapon, and can punch right through a nobleman's armor and spills poop on the ground. Good man, will treat you with respect you deserve. He wants 200 dinars. No. Martin sold his boots and managed to make a few dinars peddling goods from town to town, but it's hard living. Would you want to rejoin company? Welcome back. I hope he didn't literally sell his boots, as in the equipment I gave him. Nope, thankfully not. For now, give him some of the equipment I've got. A saddle horse. Don't actually have a helmet for him. Thought I did. This is sold off. He doesn't have any power draw, does he? Nope. A war spear. Does he have any useful skills to the party? Trade. Katrinari gives that. So, not really. It's just somewhat disposable. I suppose I could at least give him a cheap helmet. Oh, flat top helmet. Better helmet with Mala Guard. Use this upgrade, make him hands anyways. That's what Katchinari has. We can hold on to it for now and equip him later when I rescue Alayan and Jermis from jail, I guess. I should give him a shield, too. God. Ah, a thick wooden shield. Something that'd be good to have anyways. An old kite shield can provide some initial defense and thick wind shield has higher resistance than the Nordic shield, so still not the easiest to break. Works better against crushing weapons, because I've seen a few pop up now and then. Where's the Nordic shield on his back? Cool, cool, cool. There's no good gloves here, are there? Oh, it's way too expensive. Yep. All right. I mean, it doesn't hurt to train up our need. Pour into a little village here. Someday after Owain gets a fief, when I'm king, our need will ride with me. Won't be for a long time. It doesn't cost me anything to have. Ah, cheap grain here. Yeah. And overpriced salt. And I'll look for the murder. Call himself the Great. This is a stair-taped village. I get woods. Sure supply. It's tiny. So where the heck is the nervous guy? He's nowhere from the hiding it. He's not here. Ridiculous. That's why I hate these quests. It's clear he's not actually here. Oh, maybe it's this guy. Yeah, here he is. Looking for murder. I understand never killing one. I think you've got the wrong man. Then drop your sword if you're innocent. You have nothing to fear. We'll go and talk to your neighbors and they verify your story. I'll be on my way. Not going anywhere, friend. You're going to have to fight for your silver today. Last, you cannot be made to see reason. Yeah, best like luck. Oof. Lost 2 relations with the village. That kind of stinks. Since the amount of money is only effectively worth 1 relations, I've already given it to poor villager. Kaden Noyan. That's the Sami who's near Dustoril. Could be anywhere by now. See if there's a lady here or somebody who can tell me. Nope, doesn't appear to be. Just so you can see out the window. This guy. Sorry about the cough, folks, if you can hear it. Is Northstar at your service? Well, I have not heard of you, but you have the look of a man who might make something of himself someday. Now I have the location of this guy, Rindy Castle. This guy close to Tolga. Wait, where's... It's near Swain territory. He's just wandering around, basically. Himself hard to find, knowingly. And another ambush. Ah, took down one, but there's 3 of these guys. It's ridiculous. And they robbed me of 160 dinars. Urgh. Just gonna soft bread at this point. Yet to find where the inventory slot. So sold flax and bread, bought pottery. It's gonna salt this darn hatchet. It's not worth keeping. Ah, military cleaver, not in bad condition. Soldier's cleaver for rusty military cleaver. Sell these nomad boots. Probably not worth keeping either at this point. Or the tavern if I do eventually get rid of Marneed. Probably at that point better stuff to give him. Think about hired blades. At least not on this floor. Is nope. This is only Morrowind, where the taverns tend to have 2 floors. Useful rooms. Hmm. Cabbages. Nice. Green. Stay still. I need a message for you. Bring a message. Here we go. He still doesn't like me, but the other guy likes me a little better. Guess we'll cut towards this village now. More cheap grain. Guess it helps feeding my armies. Hmm. It's hard to even keep ahead of the costs to maintain my armies at this point. Oh, cheap pottery. Lady Borg, do you know the location of Asagon? He's near Bogar. Or it's Akadon. At Tolga. Hmm. Let's go get that reward. Salt's a little overpriced, but they pay very well for the pottery. And this is going to be close to an hour and a half. It's a little high, so I guess when I get to Nara here, be about time to call this. It's not a terrible price for the salt. Might manage to make some profit off the flax. Undeck. Caravan guard, no ransom broker for captives. That's what I was hoping to find. Oh well. Hope you folks enjoyed this video. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to each other. May always find guidance starting to lead you home. Until next time, this is Northstar I do. Best luck to y'all.